Hello, this is about interior and exterior angles, possibly the easiest section you've had, interior and exterior angles of a triangle. So let's first look at a random triangle. See if I can do this. You could do it too. A random, so I didn't even pick which type. Okay, I have a random triangle, and I'm going to mark the angles. Angle 1, 2, and 3. Angle 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to tear off the 3 angles. And then I'm going to put them together. 1 next to 2, next to 3. And what does that form at the bottom? Hopefully you said a line. How many degrees is a line? Or what is a linear pair called? Supplementary. So the first thing about the interior, it's called the triangle sum theorem. The interior angles of a triangle are supplementary. Supplementary just means adds up to 180. The interior angles of a triangle are supplementary. So we came up with measure of angle 1, measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 2 plus measure of angle 3 equaled 180. That's the triangle sum theorem. Now here's the part you haven't looked at quite as much, and that's an exterior angle. So start with my same triangle. 1, 2, 3. We know that those 3 add up to 180. And I'm going to put one on the outside. Extend one of the sides. Create an angle on the exterior. Well, what do we know about measure of angle 4 plus measure of angle 3? Aren't those two sitting on a line? Measure of angle 4 plus measure of angle 3 also equals 180 because they're a linear pair. Not just because they're supplementary, but because they're called a linear pair. So we now have interior angles of a triangle are supplementary, linear pair is supplementary, and same side interior angles. If you have 2 parallel lines and a transversal, same side interior angles are supplementary. Looking at these two, if this equals 180 and this equals 180, then the measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 2 equals what? Plus measure of angle 3 equals measure of angle 4 plus measure of angle 3. This equals 180 and this equals 180, so they equal each other. We substituted instead of this 180, we replaced it with measure of angle 4 plus measure of angle 3. Okay, next thing to notice, they both have measure of angle 3. So measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 2 equals measure of angle 4 because we subtracted measure of angle 3 from both sides. Subtraction. Okay, this right here is called the exterior angle theorem. Measure of angle 4 equals measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 2. The exterior angle equals the sum, we added 1 and 2, of the 2, angle 1 and angle 2, 2 angles. Now, let's look at those 2 angles. They're far away from 4. 3 is right next to it. 1 and 2 are far away. A word for far away is remote. The remote to your TV, because it's far away. This would be like the TV being right next to it. You wouldn't need a remote. But these are across the room. Of the 2 remote, 1 is inside the triangle. 2 is inside the triangle. So the one on the outside, 4, equals the sum of the 2 remote interior angles. So a couple quick examples. If we have a triangle and we know 2 of the interior angles, 30 degrees, 70 degrees, I'm making them up, we can find x, because 30 plus 70 plus x equals 180. The 3 angles always add up to 180. So 30 plus 70 is 100. Combine like terms. Then subtract 100 from both sides. So we know that x equals 80 degrees. If we have an exterior angle anywhere, it doesn't have to be on the right side. And we know this is 27 and this is 73. Then x equals 27 plus 73 equals, because the one on the outside equals the 2 remote interior angles, 27 plus 73. The one on the outside would equal 100. There you go for interior and exterior angles. Do the practice and be ready for the CFA.